Jess.
And I am Lee.
Jeez, you're loud.
I'm sorry.
No, you're okay.
My natural volume is on high.
My natural volume is louder than people like.
I love you.
I love you too. And today we are doing a book review. I don't have it with me, so I can't show you the cover. Okay. So, today I am talking about The Emperor's Blade. Blades. 2 blades. So, it's
plural.
Yeah. It is plural. But it's about, these 2 brothers and their sister of, who are the children of the Emperor. And, so there's Valen, there's Adair, and there's, like, I forget his name. It's like Kellen or something like that.
Lion?
No.
So
But
there's not a KL.
There's a KA, I think. But regardless,
I'm trying to think of
Callan. No, it is Callan. It's Kalen.
Okay.
Callan.
Okay.
And so it starts off with Valen, I believe, who's my favorite. Love him. I would date him, honestly.
Personality, good looks, or both?
Both. Granted, he's just described as attractive, but I can fill in the details, you know?
Yeah, that's what imagination's for.
Yeah. And, so he is being trained as one of the, like, Empire's, like, super, super strong soldiers. Like, think President's Secret Service kind of stuff. Except it's, like, its own wing of the army, and it's not, like, specifically for the Emperor. But, they're called the Ketrel because they fly on these birds with 70-foot wingspans, and they, that's, like, their, like, thing, you know, which is why they're called, and guest appearance. Starring Pixel, yeah. And so they train, like, these people, or they train, like, kids from, like, I think it's, like, 8, no, yeah, I think it's, like, 8, or maybe a little younger than that.
Voluntarily?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like apprenticeship thing.
It's a school. To be, like, these super, super strong soldiers. And so we start off with, like, Valen in his last year. And so, they're talking all about, like, oh, like, we have this test that we have to pass to become, like, you know, like, Ketrel and stuff. And, I'm not going to spoil it for this one, because I really want her to read it.
Yes, she does. She's like, you know, if you want to read it after this, you can borrow it.
Yeah. I will say, who turns out to be the villain, they don't really explain why he's the villain, he just is.
Okay.
But
so
they, like, explain, like, a little bit about, like, the bigger villain plan, and he's just a part of it. We don't know why he's a part of it. He just is.
So he's technically not the big bad?
Right.
Okay.
But he's, like, the predominant, like, villain in the story, and then it's also a trilogy, so there's 2 more books that I haven't read, so, but,
So he's kind of like the bad chief in charge of the sector or something weird.
Sort of like that. He's
Okay.
the school bully, though.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. That's why it doesn't make sense to me, because he's in the Ketrel, but it's fine. So Valen is, like, training, he's, like, one of the, like, they're trained to be, like, these super, super strong soldiers, all that, super cool, and then they have to go on this trial where they have to, like, defeat, like, all of the odds to become Ketrel. And, either, the outcomes of this are either they die, they become Ketrel, or they're secluded on an island because they can't be let back into the civilians because of how much power they have, or how much training, I should say,
So
they have.
So kind of like Spies, how they had to be like, was it when they retire, they got to stay away from society for so many years kind of thing-ish?
Yeah, but it's forever.
Okay.
And if they go through the trial, they will come out crippled if they don't make it to the final goal. Or they can just say, no, I don't want to do this, and just go straight to the island and live there for the rest of their life.
Oh my gosh. And they get into this at 8 years old.
Yeah, but by this time, they're 17, 18.
I know, but it's like,
Oh.
you make the decision at 8-year-olds, and then, like, when you're 17-year-old, like, starting to think, wait, why did I make this decision?
Yeah, and then they're secluded on an island for the rest of their life, and they can't ever see their family again unless they come visit them, I guess. I don't know if that's allowed. They didn't really expand on the island. But the next one, Kellen. He is the oldest. No, he's the second oldest. His sister's the oldest, but it's sexist, so she obviously can't be the emperor. Unfortunately.
Rolling of eyes, you can't see it, but I rolled my eyes.
Yeah. And Kellen, so he's the second oldest, I'm pretty sure. And so he's training to be the emperor. And he left the empire at 8 years old as well to do monk training, which he does not understand why he needs to do monk training to be an emperor. I don't either, because they didn't explain it.
The only thing I could think of is maybe the temperament of a monk.
Yeah. It's probably
life is
that.
sacred sort of thing.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if that's monks, actually. Don't take me up on anything religious here besides the Christian faith.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not really even, it's not a religious kind of thing.
It is a way of life thing. It's technically, they follow Buddha's teachings.
No,
that's
these
someone else.
monks. I'm talking about the fantasy monks.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
no.
Ignore me.
She's going on about religion. I'm talking about fantasy monks. So, there is a god. He's called the Blank God. I don't remember what he does.
Blank? Like a blank piece of paper?
Yeah, because, I think he's just nothingness. He, like, embodies nothingness.
Interesting.
That's called the Vanit in this world.
Vanit. I like
And
that.
that's what monks are trying to achieve, is the Vanit, which is where they have no emotion. And in the Vanit, they can, like, this isn't a huge part of the story, so I'm okay with spoiling it a little bit. But in the Vanit, they can go through, like, the nothingness, like, a different dimension. But if they go in without the Vanit, like, with their emotions still, because they can, like, have no emotions for a little bit. And then they can let lapse, put it on again, stuff like that. But if they go into, like, the nothingness realm, they die. Straight, I think they just kind of poof. They're nothingness too, then.
Or instant disintegration.
Yeah, something like that. But, in this world, the gods are real, since you brought up the religion stuff. Like how there's some fantasy worlds and animes and shows where, like, they're, like, gods that were made up, but in that world, they're real.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
they're
so
real
kind of-
people.
So sort of like with the thief, how the gods turn out to be real. Okay.
Yeah. And we already did a book review on that, so if you've watched that, you'll have the context. And so, Kellen's training to be a monk, right? So, a little bit about his training is it's extremely, extremely brutal. Like, the monks, physical punishments, whips, draw blood, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
So, it's like, it's not religious monks.
Yeah, obviously. They definitely took their own turn on the monks. for
Yeah.
sure.
But they have to shave their heads, they wear wool robes, stuff like that. But it's extremely, extremely brutal. They get, like, gruel for food and stuff like that.
So it's almost more like a ninja training situation.
Actually, yeah. Because, like, as the monks get older, they learn how to fight. Like, there's one monk who can fight really, really well, and he's old, and he's, Kellen's, like, mentor. And, so Adair is the last one. She doesn't have as many chapters as the other two. But I'm okay with that because her chapters are a lot more focused on the politics of the empire because she's still in the empire. Since she can't be the emperor, she's the minister of finance, which is like a really high role. I don't really know like what it entails with finance. But she's supposed to have some sway in the like empire with the other people, but she's looked down upon because she's female. But I think her point of view is really just supposed to give us like a view on like what the Empire looks like. And it talks about some of the politics and stuff going on. I don't remember it very well.
Whoever remembers that.
Yeah, because I don't really like the politics.
Neither do I.
But I think that's all that I have that I can remember about the plot. But it is overall like a 5 out of 5, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm definitely going to buy the second and the third book. So, yeah, 5 out of 5 if I'm going to buy the rest of the trilogy, you know?
If you make you come back for more, for sure.
Yeah. Any final thoughts?
I mean, it definitely sounds intriguing. I can say that at least. I like the thought of it.
Okay.
I will say I'm interested. So you can throw the book in my face.
Yes. Perfect.
Her goal has been achieved, ladies and gentlemen. So come back for more where we force each other to read more of each other's books. And we'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe.
Comment. Only nice things.
Only nice things.
Only nice things.
We'll find you if you say hateful things.
We will.
And we have knives.
I have a ghost summoning ritual, and I will use it.
She has ghosts. I have knives. They're plastic, though.
And I also know how to pick locks and how to kill someone.
Shh,
And
don't
we're
tell
done.
them that. Okay, bye.